Hello, thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos, and today we're looking at common ratio slash difference. Now, really all we're looking at is just the difference. We're going to work with common difference today. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. So let's say you have a sequence, and the sequence is 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, so this is a sequence. It looks like odd numbers. This is exactly what it is, odd numbers. But the question is, what is the change between each one of these numbers? Well, it's going up by 2. So the common difference between each one of these is 2. So what we're going to do today is, and actually in this video, I'm going to show you how to find the common difference and show you how to find a number term like down the road in the sequence. So let's begin. Let's take a look at this first example. Alright, here it says find the common difference of an arithmetic sequence. Okay, so all you have to do is take the second number and subtract it from the first, and then take the third number and subtract it from the second. Okay, so you would take the second number, which is 2. And let me go over this while I'm talking about that. So let's say, for instance, we're talking about the numbers in the sequence. This is the first, this is the second, this is the third. Okay, so you'll see these numbers pop up as in an arithmetic sequence in a formula later, and that n will be whatever number this is right here. But now all we want to do is find the common difference. So we're going to take the second number, or the second term in the sequence, and subtract it from the first, which is -6. Okay, and when you get these two negatives here like that, they become plus, and 2 plus 6 is 8. And since they tell us it's the arithmetic sequence, then you know the answer is 8. But let's say they didn't tell you. You have to do it again. Just do it with the third minus the second, and 10 minus 2 is 8. And if you get the same number, then it is an arithmetic sequence, and it does have a common difference. So that's how you do it. So go ahead, take a look. You can pause the video here and see if you can solve this one. So on this one, you should get at the common difference of 8. So it's 21 minus 13. I didn't write it vertically this time, I wrote it horizontal, but 21 minus 13 is 8, and that's the first, the second minus the first, and then 29 minus 21, that's the third minus the second, and you still get 8. So the common difference is 8. Alright, let's take a look at another example. Alright, so on this one you got some negative numbers here, but don't let that throw you off. So what you want to do here is keep the same thing. You want to do the exact same thing. We'll do -15 minus -8. And you got these two minuses here, but they become plus. So -15 plus 8. Different signs, find the difference. -15, 15 minus 8 will be 7. And the 15 is bigger, so leave it negative. Let me write it always the same here. How about that? Okay, so the difference here is going to be -7. And you could double check that by doing -22 minus -15. This becomes plus again, and then 22, -22 plus a positive 15, find the difference there, and you get -7. Alright, go ahead and pause the video here and see if you can solve this one. Okay, now on this one you've got the second minus the first, which is 2 minus 7. Different signs, find the difference. 7 minus 2 is 5. The 7 is bigger, so we leave it as negative. Then we're going to do -3 minus 2. Same signs, find the sum. 3 plus 2 is 5. They're both negative, so we keep it negative. So -5 is the common difference. Now remember, when they tell you it's an arithmetic sequence, you don't have to do it twice. But I want to show you that if you do it twice, you get the same number, and you'll see why in a future video. Alright, so next up we've got trying to find the nth term of the arithmetic sequence. Okay, so in this, we're going to use this formula here, and it looks complicated, but it's not, and it's mostly about what I told you earlier about the nth term, and we're looking for future values in the sequence. Okay, and you use this formula. It's called an explicit arithmetic formula to find that number. Okay, and the three things you need to know is the first term, the common difference, which we just did, and this says one less than the term number, but just tell me the term number and put it in for n. So those are the three things you need, and the problem just tells you two of them. Okay, so let's take a look at the first example. Alright, so I kept the formula here so I can see everything I need, right? And the first term, and I'm going to write it out here. So I got a sub n, and n is going to be whatever number term they're looking for, 85. Okay, now that's equal to a sub 1, which is the first term. It's the first number there. Then we need the common difference, okay? And find the common difference just like I told you. Do negative 37 minus negative 25, right? Different signs, find the difference, and that's going to equal negative 12. So the common difference is negative 12. So we're going to plug that in for D. Then we'll use the parentheses and then plug in that n, which is 85. Same n we have here goes there, minus 1. Alright, so don't worry too much about this a sub 85. All we're worried about is everything right here. All of this, right? And what that's going to do is all we got to do is type it into our formula, into the calculator. Into the calculator. Where'd my calculator go? There it is. Alright. So you type that in the calculator like so, and you get negative 1033. So, like I said earlier, this is the first term. Let's change colors back. This is the first term, second, third. If we go all the way up to 85, that number would be negative 1033. So all you gotta do is find your common difference, first term, and whatever term they want us to find. Plug it in the formula, type in the calculator, get your answer. So go ahead and take a look at this one. You can pause the video here and see if you can solve that.